What is going on, everyone? Thanks for tuning in and welcome to another episode of Gad Talks. On this video, we are going to be taking a first look and a basic review of the Garmin Vivoactive 3 fitness tracker smartwatch. We're going to take a look at some of the features it has to offer, browse through the interface and see how easy it is to work with, and I'm going to share my opinions with you on either I think it's worth the money. Now, before we begin today, if you guys have not yet already, please do make sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video as it does support my work. And if you guys do want to see any specific gadgets in the future, please do leave me a comment in the comment section below, letting me know what you guys want to see. I can see then if I can do a review for you on that item by the popularity of the request. Now, if you guys do also want to purchase this watch after this video, you guys can use my eBay affiliate link in the videos, in the comment section below, in the video description section below, and you guys will be directed to eBay and trusted sellers, and I will also earn a commission at no extra cost to you. Now let's begin. So this is the package of the watch, pretty standard package. It goes for the range of about $130, and I think I've seen better or worse packages, so I think it's pretty standard to me. So inside the package, there's not too many other content except for the watch itself and the manual. Now the cable itself is actually it's not really a magnetic pin cable, but it's a pin cable. Okay, so you actually do have to plug it in like a USB cable. It does not automatically connect like it would like a magnetic pin cable. So that is something to keep in mind. In that aspect, I was not too impressed because I would expect a magnetic, some kind of pin cable like a lot of watches in its price range would offer. So I was a little bit disappointed in that aspect. But now going into the materials of the watch. Now the watch band itself is very nice. After reviewing quite a bit of smartwatches, I think I can decide that for myself. It does have a little bit of a grip and special feeling to it, and it feels very nice. And I can already imagine, after putting it on, it does feel like a very smooth type of feeling on my wrist, and it does not feel too heavy. Another thing with this material, I'm sure it does vary with the different variants that's available for this watch, is that I do not have to be scared of exposing the watch band to water, because this material does not seem like it would be damaged post-exposure to water. Now let's take a look at the watch itself. Now the watch itself comes with one button. This is the action button where you, if you want to actually press it on different screens, you would actually get different options. So it's not like a one option type of button. So it really depends on which screen you are actually pressing it on. Okay, it's also a touch screen. Now let's take a browse through some of the options it has to offer. Now this is the main watch face. From the main watch face itself, you can actually press and hold, and it will prompt you to this menu right here. If you actually go through the watch faces, you can actually see there's a few options for you to switch over to different watch faces, including creating a new one. Now let's try creating a new watch face and see how it works. Actually works on the watch itself. So if I press the create new watch face, it would actually, I think what it's actually telling me to do is actually from an existing watch face, we can actually make edits to that specific watch face. Okay, that seems like it's one option. Now we are still in the create watch face mode, so it does seem like it comes with a base for you to actually create the watch face from. So not entirely from scratch as to what I'm seeing here. So it seems like, and then from the watch face itself that it provides you with, you can actually add the different types of indicators that you would actually want on your watch face. And then you can discard it if you don't like it. But there are a few other watch faces that are that already come readily available to use. It does seem like it has a little bit of variety, but I think the main option here, the main catch here, or main advantage point here is to actually being able to create a new watch face entirely on its own on your watch. Now there's the different types of clock modes that's right underneath that watch face option. And there's a few other options here as well. So I think in terms of the menu and the type of controls you have, it seems to be pretty extensive on the watch face side. Now if you actually swipe down from the default watch face itself, you would actually find your event calendar. This seems like a rest gauge. Let's see how this works. I am not sure what that's basing it off, but it does seem like a rest gauge. And if the watch thinks I'm too stressed, it would actually ask me to relax a little bit, as you guys have just saw. I believe this would be the amount of steps or distance taken. This is your music player. If you actually connect an app, this would be your heart rate monitor. And it seems like you can actually track an average from a past time frame. In this case, it would be the past 4 hours, which is nice. That is not a standard option from what I've seen from other fitness tracker smartwatches. So it's nice to see an average over a length of time. Other notifications. You also have your weather, temperature, and this seems to be your humidity. This is not something I usually see from other smartwatches, so this is something that's definitely new with this specific watch. And I think that was your forecast as well. Let me see how I get back to my forecast. That is something I would be interested in looking at in the future. Okay, so we know that's available, but I'm going to try to work with that later. But I know that it's there, that the forecast was there, but I'm not going to take too long figuring it out on this video, on the spot. You can actually save an activity to view the data, such as if you're bicycling, if you're running, and you want to save the data that's recorded based on your pedometer or your heart rate. I think you are able to do that. I believe these would be your either weekly or specific time frame goals for your activities, such as taking the amount of steps or burning the amount of calories. Now this is a basic walkthrough of what the watch has to offer, but there is more if you actually go through the app itself. So before doing anything, like I have mentioned in the beginning, you do have to get the Garmin Connect app. And then once you get the app, that is the base app. There's also another app you can actually get, which is also free. It's called the IQ Store app. I think the Garmin IQ Store app, where you can actually download additional apps specifically for your watch. So those are going to be something to be keeping in mind of. So the features on the watch itself is not limited. But if you actually get the apps, that also goes along with the watch, you guys can actually get more features out of this watch and the corresponding apps as well. So this concludes my very short video on the Garmin Vivoactive 3. Now, do I think it's worth the money? I have seen watches in this price range, and it had, more or less to offer, but I do think the app itself and the watch design itself, it's a very nice set to actually own. Partially because the app itself is actually very smooth. I don't see as many bugs as I would, at least with Chinese smartwatches or smartwatches that come from overseas. So in that aspect, I do recommend this watch. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and found it helpful, and I will see you guys next time.